What's up, y'all? It's the Album Concept Hour here on Flyover State Park, and we're here to cover another album and
we are every other week.
react to it. You guys love our reactions. You guys come over here and you're in the comments going nuts over our reactions, and we love you for it.
God bless you.
God bless you, and I won't. I won't finish that statement. I don't feel it. But we got. Oh, I should press record. Here we go. I want to make sure I get the video recorded for clips in the future, because I know the only thing that you guys love better than my reaction and listen through is the clips that I make later. So, let's do this. This is John's pick this week. We kind of did 3 weeks in a row of picks. I picked mine, Dave picked his, and John picked this. So I love it. I really like the album. I've only heard it like once, so
Yeah.
I'm excited to listen through it.
I haven't listened
straight
to it in
through.
a while.
Yeah.
It's just like I was telling you before too. I was trying to go like the opposite direction.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of albums from our own time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It's good to get
I think it's way
get a
back.
throwback into the mix. And then Ray Charles is as good a pick as any.
Oh yeah. One of the greats. And this album is part of the reason. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here is Ray Charles's album Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, Volume 1. Yep. I love that it just starts like that. I'll try not to eat into the mic for you guys. All right. Things are running.
There goes my baby with someone new.
So one of the things is like,
And I'm so
I know this is like a revolutionary sound for the time, but like it is so hard to like kind of put that into context,
Yeah.
Like this just sounds like good music,
Well, that was part of his argument for doing it because like they didn't
Yeah.
really want him to do like a country album. But he was like, but it's good. If it's good music, it doesn't matter
Well, yeah, because like
who sings it.
yeah, because this was during segregation times and during the civil rights movement. So there is like, it was still back when the music was still very segregated. There was black music, country. Well, it wasn't called black music anymore. It was called like R&B,
Yes.
and sometimes called black music. And then country was like the white music. And then he was just like, dude, what if I just make an album that's just, everything? You okay?
Perfect.
Oh, you only got stuck? Oh no.
It's okay.
I also listened to all the originals while I was doing research for this, so I could see how different they were. I think I'm gonna die. I feel like you could take that song and like recontextualize it into like some Deadpool shit or something.
No, totally.
You know what I mean? Some really fun, like really bloody scene, but like, it's Ray Charles on the background. Deadpool 4. Let me know. Soundtrack team.
They're gonna get them to do this till they're 90.
Absolutely. Absolutely they are.
my heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me.
He's got great backing vocals.
Do we know who sang some of these original tunes?
Oh, yeah. So this one, Eddie Arnold and Cindy Walker.
I knew it.
Yep.
Eddie Arnold loves that.
Yeah.
He loves that. What did I?
What?
What What are you pointing at?
Oh no, sorry, I'm not. I didn't mean to point. I'm just like
Oh,
looking at my notes.
I totally thought you were
I
pointing
was
at
just holding
something.
the.
I'm
In
sorry.
a weird way. What?
No, Eddie Arnold really likes like this kind of like background, like
Okay.
like of singers, chorus of singers, you know. And I guess like you could trace it to a lot as well, but like this is very much an Eddie Arnold style.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
that's the thing I noticed
my
when I
point.
listened to it is like it was a lot slower paced than a lot of the other country songs.
Yeah.
It was faster than this, but like it felt slower.
Then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away.
Got 2 Hank Williams songs on this.
Yep.
A Don Gibson song, I Can't Stop Loving You.
Then, and I wrote here, segregation defender Jimmy Brown,
Yeah.
because he became a politician that was pro-segregation.
Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. A chance that you might love me too.
It's a real crooner.
Oh, you give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye.
I know Sinatra really liked him.
I watch you walk away beside the lucky guy. Oh,
Shit, Sinatra probably gave him advice on how to negotiate.
the one who loved you so.
Remember, it's all about who you know.
You know, did you see the movie Ray?
Of course I have. love
I have
that
not. I
movie.
just saw the movie clips on YouTube, but
It's the reason I respect Jamie Foxx.
one of the
as an actor
early
so much.
scenes though, he's like firing his like original team or something. I'm like, oh damn, he's just like. I mean, I don't know if it's factual or anything, but it was funny because like I haven't seen that or Walk the Line, but I've seen Walk Hard. So like when I was seeing the scenes of Ray,
You
I
get
was
the
like,
gist.
I was like, okay, I get some of these where some of the jokes came from.
You couldn't worry me half as much as you do.
This is one of Hank Williams ones.
Oh, you're so nice to me when there's no one else around. But you only build me up to tear me down. Oh, but if you miss
It's just crazy how he makes the blues feel so happy. You know?
You know,
you couldn't stay.
I don't know. That could really be part of the country aspect of the lyrics, and because country can do that. Give you a really sad song. When you read the lyrics, it's really sad.
Yeah.
The country somehow can make it
Yeah, depending
a
on like
little
the
happy, a
approach
little
they take
bippy,
to it.
you
Yeah.
know, like.
You only love me half as much as I love you.
Like this one, such a simple idea. If you only loved me half as much as I love you, it's like suggesting like he loves her like 200%.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
It's very sexy music.
Oh yeah. This one in particular, this one really like it's just so smooth.
I mean, you know, he like listened to these songs though, and he said like they are the blues. You know,
Right,
this is a blues song. I mean, that's what Hank Williams was trying to do. Just got labeled country. for
that's the thing,
some
like,
odd reason.
That's the thing. The artists are never the ones that are like, "Oh, this is country music. Oh, this is R&B." You know, the artists themselves are like, "It's just music I like."
Especially back then.
You know?
People always got to put a label on everything.
Yeah. Hold on, dudes.
Much as I love you.
It's too hot. 1 second, guys.
Well, as I love you.
What up, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
All right.
Some smooth jazz.
With my boys. Good boys. Now lay down.
Good boys.
Lay down. There you go.
In the wee small hours of the night.
Oh, I love you so much. It hurts me.
I wrote down a note that this is very wee small hours.
The album
when you
or
s-
just this track?
A couple tracks on the
Okay.
album. So when you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
It's another Eddie Arnold song, isn't it?
Huh? Oh, this one is Floyd Tillman,
Okay.
one of the originators of, well, I don't know if he, oh yeah, he helped create Western Swing and Honky Tonk. I have a clip from this for later too, from the original for later. There's like a few tracks that I actually grabbed like the same section of the song as the Ray Charles version, but the original.
Okay.
So, like this guy, like Floyd Tillman's vocals are very interesting. So he does that whatever that country thing is. I don't know. I'm not doing it well.
Oh, a little croon, you know, a little.
Yeah.
A little Yeehaw or something.
Well, I think that might be the Western Swing, maybe. I don't know.
It ain't Western if it got that swing. If it don't got that swing.
It ain't Western if it don't got that swing. Nothing. I mean, they got those doors, those swinging doors. You know,
exactly, yeah.
like it's-
The saloons.
yeah, yeah. All Western saloons swing. I'm so afraid to go to bed at night. That's dark. Just on its own.
What was the exact title of the album again?
Oh, modern sounds in country and Western music.
Okay.
Yeah. They basically like combined R&B and country for like one of the first times ever, and inspired like a new generation like Sam Cooke and others of Sam Cooke's ilk.
Sam Cooke's pretty good.
Yeah, I can definitely see the connection though. But I was telling John though, like it's weird because this was like kind of revolutionary when it came out, but like hearing it, it's just like this is just good music. You
Yeah.
know? So it's like hard to
Realize
it's hard
this
for
was
me to parse
groundbreaking at a time.
the influences,
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, like, listen to any like Bob Dylan with a electric guitar. There's people that when he first did it, they like lost their mind. Like, what are you doing?
It's like how dare
So if you
you?
put it on like this, yeah, it's normal music. Why is
Yeah,
it's not-
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not Weird.
Well, they didn't. His record label didn't want him to do it either.
No.
You know, like
Yeah,
they thought, why? But you're R&B.
People were just boycotting. him.
Why
Yeah.
are you? Why are you playing country music? It's not your world.
yeah.
It was like, fuck all y'all.
Fucking record execs, man. They always the second they think that you can they can put you in a box is the second that they need to like check themselves. You know, it's like you're dealing with
They
a
wreck
creative
themselves?
person, and they do whatever. You know what I mean? You just kind of gotta try to ride the storm with the creatives.
Adam set the pace and started in a whirl. I met you and now I know you're the girl for me.
The bass in this album is also really excellent in general. Just the like a lot of really good walking up the bass neck and down, up and down it.
The
trying to figure out like time frames of like certain albums in his catalog right now.
Yeah, so this is, I think, right after one of the ones with Genius in the title.
Oh, okay.
And he switched labels, and like there was a few years with no albums, maybe.
Oh, yeah, because yeah, Genius of Ray Charles was a fairly early album, I think.
Yeah, I think that he had, from what I understand, the early part of his career, he hadn't developed his signature sound yet, and then at some point he kind of became the Ray Charles as we know him, and then eventually uses his power to make this album. So this is a 17th album, I think I wrote down. 18th album.
Your eyes, your lips,
Okay.
your loving kisses seem to lay
And of course, he'd been a session player for other people.
forgive, but please don't you forget that just a little loving, baby, will go a long ways. Oh, you make me happy the rest of my day.
I'm sure this was like a great like throw on background of a party record, you know?
Man, that's
It's a great cocktail
I was
album.
just like a cocktail party you're having.
Yeah.
Just throw this on.
Like people were probably jamming to this like people jam to Not Like Us. Like, you know what I mean? It's probably like a summer of like people just being like, "Damn, you ever heard this Ray Charles shit?" Cuz it's like rare that like all music fans get together on an artist, you know.
Just think about like Back to the Future's like, the new sound you've been looking for? I
Yeah.
feel like someone hears it's like, what is this?
Yeah, right.
This is so bizarre.
Born to lose, I've lived my life in vain. Every dream
It's a little bit Vince Guaraldi too,
has
you know?
only brought
Like a few times I feel like it hits that Christmassy
music,
kind of note.
actually, yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the same kind of little snare that he's got going on in the
Yeah.
back, or snare effect.
This is Ted
Remember-
Baffin.
The Vince Guaraldi trio was just a really good jazz band,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
who happened to make a really spanking good Christmas album.
Yeah.
For a bunch of peanuts.
Yeah.
Ah, zinger.
Bunch of nuts. Still our top listen to episode.
Can't resist those peanuts, man.
No, dude. You think they'll ever do a gritty live action reboot? Like they did, like Riverdale, but with the Peanuts characters?
No, they have to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
nothing's sacred,
It's
right?
not a
Like,
reboot as
Yeah.
so much as the Peanuts gang old.
Snoopy's a drug
and then
dealer.
Charlie's just like old and defeated by the time
Maybe
he's like
just in
30.
high school.
Life just keeps
Yeah.
kicking him with the football.
Yeah.
Or the football just keeps getting pulled.
Yeah, he thinks that he got out of all that, but then like Lucy shows up.
Lucy's like his ex-wife or whatever.
Definitely his ex-wife. And it was an ugly divorce.
Peppermint Patty and that one chick are just, they're just living their best life.
Yeah.
Back to like cocktail music. This is perfect for like the old the basement bars of the
Yeah.
60s, 70s in the house. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you just imagine a nice
just in the
smoky-
background, and it's a smoky basement. People just
Yeah, yeah.
drinking.
Like a speakeasy, but it's legal, so it's not technically a speakeasy.
It's a blues club. It's
got-
a
it's got the
house of
same
I
blues.
was thinking
vibe,
like the typical basement bar in a house. Like you're having people over, like the
Man, I haven't been to a lot of those, honestly. Like, not legit bars. You know what I mean? Like,
well, no, they're not like a bar. People have like a bar in their house. Like it was a thing that people actually put them in the basement. They like actually did.
well, yeah, yeah. Like in that '70s show, I think they have a little sidebar thing in the living room. But like, yeah, yeah. It's like if I had like more space in my house, I'd definitely have one of those.
'Cause,
Those things, you
it
know?
was I remember a thing definitely 70s days. My parents, when they built their house, they had like half the basement was a giant A-shaped bar, like
Yeah.
18 stools around it. Like
Oh my God! Really?
had a full stereo.
That's so cool.
It was a receiver, record player, reel to reel. They had like two fridges. They had a bunch
You
of
know,
like.
at some of the really like wealthy houses that I did some work at, like I did see stuff like that.
But I mean, like, it's funny look at old pictures of like old like parties.
Excuse me?
People are just hanging out, like they're just like people smoking, they're drinking, and they're just in
Yeah.
the basement bar having fun. So
Yeah, yeah,
in my mind, it's always like
yeah.
having like that like the old timey house party.
You
but,
know,
like it's,
my neighbor had a basement bar, but like we never, got to experience that part of it
Oh, yeah.
because we were kids. Yeah,
I mean, just thinking you put this on like in the evening, you're just people hanging out, just playing cards,
yeah,
euchre, pinochle, something, just like drinking, smoking, like.
yeah.
that
It's track 7.
No way.
was only a lie.
Yep, track 7. Worried Mind.
Now after you've gone
This is Ted Daffin and Jimmy Brown.
all alone, I'll pine.
Oh, Jimmy Davis.
All that I've got.
His name is Jimmy Davis.
Is it Jimmy Davis?
It's Jimmy Davis.
Not Jimmy Brown? No shit.
Oh, this is what you were saying. He's a proponent to desegregate Louisiana. He was back in the day.
No, he was an opponent, not proponent. He was an opponent of desegregation, meaning
Yes.
he was pro-segregation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Oh, he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. That looks good.
Well, he's also he became a politician after that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, yeah. What's his name again? Jimmy
Jimmy Davis.
Davis.
Davies? Hold on. Davis, yes. Jimmy Houston Davis. Thought we corrected that. I was not sure what you were saying when you meant Jimmy Brown. I've heard of Jimmy Davis.
Jimmy Davis. There we go.
Man, I feel like I need to find this album. This is great.
Dude, yeah, this is like start to finish. There's actually two volumes of this.
I saw
kinda-
that one.
Yeah. And he released it like 6 months later because it was just so popular, which is like the best thing to hear as an artist. It's like, oh, you want more of what we did in the studio? Fuck yeah.
Reminds me of the early, like Tom Waits' early years, Volume 1 and 2. Like, they didn't think anyone wanted this, and all of a sudden people are like, this is great. Is there more? Like, there's more, of course.
Yeah.
We put a whole nother volume out.
You guys want, yeah. You guys will listen.
Dude, this is so like we just watched Daredevil and he saved his worst enemy and here Ray Charles is singing. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, from what I can tell, Ray Charles he would probably consider himself apolitical at that time because he played at Reagan's inauguration. He played in apartheid South Africa during the apartheid
Okay.
for the bad guys.
Fair enough.
So Ray Charles was morally gray. He was kind of just one of those like, if they pay enough,
Oh god
I'll
damn
be
it,
there.
he was blind, I guess.
He couldn't see the hit.
Yeah, that's true. That
Didn't matter to him.
Must have been confusing.
It didn't matter to him.
But I mean, he is, because of this album, still a icon for the civil rights movement,
Oh, of
just because
course.
of what the album
Of
represented and
course.
what it did.
I mean, that's part of why he did it in the first place.
Yeah.
Still,
But
though,
some artists are those. I'll go where
he
the
saw the
paycheck
value.
is.
I choose to believe he saw
Guy.
the merit of the song.
It's like the original Grey album.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're taking Beatles and Jay-Z?
in the past, and I'll
I was talking with Brad too earlier. I was like, this is kind of like the opposite direction of what we did like last week.
Yeah,
It's pretty
Judgment Night.
fun.
It's like the
Yeah, they're pretty similar, right?
yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. With
This
this
is
concept.
the
Not-
prequel to Judgment Night.
I can't believe
This was like, we're gonna take it soft first.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go hard.
Yeah.
But to take it soft
myself,
and easy.
and I'm sure I can't blame you. There was something,
This is like one that makes you want like a dance partner or something, you know?
and it
It's like nice slow dance track.
Just
I just don't worry.
This is
Makes no
kind of a quarter filled out smoky club in the basement of
yeah.
All right, we're back. I think we're just in a smoky lounge here. Brad, where's the cigars, man? Come
Dude,
on.
right?
said and done. I'll forget you.
All right, so this is
Although I know it.
This is okay. Floyd Tillman and Jimmy Davis now in this track.
Let things happen as they will. I'll get along.
Oh, Jimmy Davis is also responsible for "You Are My Sunshine."
I don't
So,
worry.
you get the good with the bad.
No difference now. It makes no difference now.
Taste will fade out.
end scene. How many tracks is this just volume 1 you're doing overall?
We're
or
just
is
doing volume 1,
Okay.
yeah.
it like 12 or 13 tracks?
12. So we got 4 more.
We gonna do volume 2? Was volume 2 released back then?
It was released 6 months after the original because it was so popular.
Oh, okay. So this is we don't. I mean, we can then, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, if we
Yeah,
want
like
to,
I mean,
we
maybe
can.
way down the road or something.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
like if this was
probably
released
won't-
independently.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
maybe we'll just do it 6 months later too.
Yeah, there we go. See? There you go. There's an idea. Just pencil that in right now. You know.
If there's a big enough demand for more Ray.
Well, we'll leave it to the fans. If you want to listen to us, if you want us to listen to Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music Volume 2, let us know in the comments.
Press 2 or no.
Press 2 in the comments.
Press 2 for Espanol.
Yeah, he's also bringing gospel into the music with this.
Because that was a lot of his background as well, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Dun, dun. I feel like he does a really good job of evoking Hank Williams in this one. You know? Like the other tracks he kind of makes his own, but this one, like, I don't know.
He
I
really
feel like
liked
you can
Hank
really
Williams,
hear the
though.
Hank Williams. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got 3 Hank Williams tracks on here, which is more than any other artist, I think.
Cause soon his head like mine will bow. He'll his heart, but all in vain. And someday say
Yeah, like this could straight up like be played in church.
Yeah.
you have no heart.
I mean, that's that. If that isn't Hank Williams,
I feel like I'm riding on a mule down the middle of town.
Or just leaving a village at sunset.
Yeah, there we go.
It's riding
Going
off.
to the next town. Right enough.
it's rolling
And
tumbleweed.
the next adventure.
I love you still. Well, you win again. I love you still.
Oh yeah, that's gospel. That's some motherfucking gospel.
I say love.
Oh yeah, this one was not supposed to be a hit. They didn't think it was going to be a hit. Sleeper hit.
I say love.
A side B track.
Oh, love. What can it love? Love.
Oh, and this one is
Tell me.
this is a traditional track, so it's not by anyone specifically. It's kind of, you know, one of those.
Yeah.
To hurt me, all in fun.
So this one's probably the most like Ray, you know.
Well, you know that I once was blind, but now I see.
I think you're still blind, Ray Charles.
Dude, I saw a really
I say that I once
unhinged comment on this album on Genius. I forget which track it was, but it was something about him talking about being able to see, or, you know, I saw something, and this comment's like, false. This is a lie. Ray Charles can't see. And I'm just like, dude, calm down, man.
so glad I see that old love has made a fool of me.
If Ray is doing Hank, Ray is still doing Ray.
Oh, wait, I think it's the next track that's the other hit.
Oh, this is a traditional song.
Yeah. But the next track, I think the next track is the one that's also a hit, a single, I mean.
I can't stop. That sounds familiar.
Oh, definitely,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
one is "Hey, Good Looking." That is Hank Williams.
Well, yeah, but
tea.
look at this. I Can't Stop Loving You is 74 million.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So this
that's
is
a really popular country
Yeah.
artist too.
Yeah. That's their sleeper hit, the next track. So
Don Gibson.
That I have been.
the sad poet of country music.
I'd be one.
Oh, he wrote "Oh Lonesome Me."
It's
Well,
pretty sad.
That's a great
pretty
country,
sad.
country song.
It's good sad country.
I can
Fucking A.
like a morning dove.
Damn.
Well, if I could like a morning dove. Well, if I could moan, if I could moan like a morning dove, you know I'd moan.
Sorry, viewers. We don't have much to say about this track. We're just grooving. That's a reaction.
Just That's
What?
why I say to love. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You got a reaction? What?
Oh, I'm just talking to the future audience, if there is one, you know. All my future viewers out there.
My future homies.
Future homies, come back again. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Can't stop loving you.
Yeah, now this one you really feel the country.
My
You can hear the country in this one.
This one played every Sunday morning on the way to church.
Oh,
My dad, it's like 99.9. Every Sunday morning would play old country hits from like 1945 to like 1960s.
Yeah.
It's just straight country gold, my friend. And this every Sunday morning.
I see this being like slipped into like Westworld or
You know,
something throwing a vibe.
That's what I really like about not Westworld, but what's the-
Eastworld?
No, the
Waterworld?
series,
Waterworld?
the series that just they just made out of a video game.
Oh, Fallout.
Yes, they
Oh,
play
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of great music in Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of
Fallout's
great
always had
50s,
really good.
good country.
Yeah. Fallout is like the reason that like people our age know that kind of music.
It's crazy.
100%.
Like, yeah. Like, I mean, I knew it because my mom and stepdad were like listening to a lot of old school stuff, you know. But most of my friends didn't know that kind of.
I knew it because it's around the house or in the car.
Yeah. Well, we listened to the
Can't stop.
there's like a big band program every Sunday morning where like you could, while the song was playing, you could call in and guess what the song is, and like then after the song, they would like read out all of the names of all of the people that like called in and guessed the song. It was like the most like I don't know. It was sweet. It was very sweet. very, very like kind of country, kind of
Yeah.
sweet kind of thing.
Just to say.
A very small local channel.
I think
Way before Clear Channel took over, I'm guessing.
this was in 1952. Oh, whoops.
That we once knew.
Definitely a polar opposite vibe as last week, which I like to do here on the Album Concept Hour.
Just breakneck speeds, changing genres.
Yeah, yeah. I like to go from like
Just
a hyper pop
Right
album
on
to
the
a
opposite
gangster rap
end of
album or
that,
something.
yeah.
You know, I like to keep our listeners on their toes. So just when they think that they've grown comfortable,
Man, it's not too far away from like Ice-T, right?
no,
Cypress
this is.
Hill?
I mean, this is just a few, few music movements later.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, a hip hop skip and a jump.
listen. Ray Charles played some keyboards so those guys could run,
Yep.
Like
So they could run on keyboards.
so they could run on keyboards and rock and roll.
Yeah. yeah.
spin their records
That's
around.
right. That's right.
So they could take a bass sample of his and like spin it around.
Yeah.
It's useless to say.
Put the crayon on the vinyl, so it loops.
Of dreams of yesterday.
He like listened to In the Wee Small Hours, and he's like, "Hey, Frank Sinatra, hold my drink."
Let me do this. Check this shit out.
Yeah, this one is good. I don't know why it has so few plays on Spotify. I wonder if it's like on a different album where it gets more plays.
Could. Like
Something
Like a
up
greatest
with
hits
me.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth, baby.
And
This
of
is
course,
what I
Hank
What
Williams.
you got, maybe?
this is what I call Ray Charles.
Yeah. This is the real Ray.
$2 bill, guys.
$2 bill, y'all.
Along with me, hey, hey.
To a dollar bill, y'all.
What you got cooking? Got cooking something up with me.
$1 bill, y'all.
You're right. Someone should do a Gray album with Ray Charles. That'd be excellent.
I think this is a great album.
I mean, it's probably great of him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Because
I'm gonna try not to make a bunch of blind jokes
the whole
tonight,
vision
but-
thing.
I remember like the most inappropriate picture back when I was growing up on like 4chan. You would see Ray Charles and it had the X's from like when you couldn't load a website.
Yep.
It said I can't see shit.
You know, you say you're not gonna stop. You're gonna try to stop with the blind jokes, but I can't see that happening.
Oh, I can.
There's a part of the movie, the Ray Charles movie, where he like is sitting with a girl and he hears this hummingbird outside,
Yeah.
and he like mentions it or whatever, and it's like, dude, he has Daredevil powers. Like in that scene, if you just watch that scene, it's like he has Daredevil powers. Oh, that's it, guys.
I wonder if he's fighting crime.
Oh, he covers "You Are My Sunshine." Oh shit, I'm gonna have to listen to that later because I love "You Are My Sunshine."
What's all on part 2?
Oh yeah, so on
As long
part
as
2,
we can just like
we can look at it
review
here. We
this
got
here.
"You Are My Sunshine," which is by the Segregationist. "No Letter Today." Someday you'll want me to want
Oh,
you.
that's a good one.
Don't Tell Me Your Troubles. "Midnight." "Oh Lonesome Me."
Oh,
"Take These Chains
Lonesome
from My
Me.
Heart." "You're Cheating Heart."
You're
Okay.
cheating
"I'll Never Stand in Your
hard.
Way." Making Believe. "Teardrops in My Heart," and "Hang Your Head in
We're
Shame."
gonna have to listen to some of these when we're done.
We might have to revisit that. That actually
No,
has
just
some.
when we're done tonight, even. You know?
Yeah. I know I'm gonna definitely listen to this. But yeah. So we're gonna take a quick break though, and when we come back, we are going to talk about the album track by track.
Track by Triggity Track.
We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
The album concept hour. The album concept hour. It's the album concept hour.
Welcome, everybody, to the Album Concept Hour live. We are here to cover Ray Charles's excellent album, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, Volume 1. We're only doing Volume 1 because Volume 2 came out at a different time. You know how we do it. Release date and all that. Yeah, I'm Brad. We got John over here. What's up,
Yeah.
John? We got Dave.
Hello.
Ready to
And-
talk some good country western music.
Yeah, and in a very cool context, This album, just a quick, run through before we do a few other things. This album was Ray Charles's, kind of combination of R&B and country sounds, and essentially the concept is I don't want to be just sold to one market, because the market was still kind of segregated, and he's like, I just want to make an album that is
Kind of bridge.
just for everyone. You know what I mean? Really revolutionary at the time kind of move for Ray, and we love him for it. But before we get to that, we got to go around and find out what everyone's been jamming on lately. We did just do John. John, after this, we got to troubleshoot the Music League thing because it wasn't working for you, and I'm
Yes.
sorry. But we did just for the Music League. We got to this week. We're doing favorite band. So it's a good playlist for getting to know each other. I submitted some Culpa. I'm sure you already know that. Felix Culpa,
Of course.
and Dave, do you don't have the playlist handy, do you?
If you give me a couple seconds, yeah, I can throw it all up, unless you got it right there.
Oh wait, no, yeah, here it is.
There you go.
Yeah. So the Music League we got this week. I have a feeling I know who Feel Good Inc. is from.
Oh,
We do have a Trevor in the
we do have a
group.
Trevor in the group.
Yep, we got the Decemberists, the Infanta, number 5 with a Bullet by the Felix Culpa. I wonder who that was. Body Movin' by Fatboy with the Fatboy Slim remix. Beastie Boys, Fatboy Slim. I have no idea who that could be.
That's a mystery.
Then we got Come Talk to Me by Peter Gabriel live version. Turkish Song of the Damned by the Pogues. Really good track. I haven't heard a lot
wonder who that
of Pogues besides that one Christmas song yet. So then we got The Foreigner by the Buddy Revels.
Buddy
And this
Revels.
one, Buddy Revels. Okay.
Oh, I wonder who that one is.
And this one I don't know. This one was probably one I know the least about of these on the list. And then our
Baroness.
The Gnashing by Baroness
By Bob Rock.
Yeah, I think that might have been Bob Rock that chose that one. Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was a good playlist. It was it flowed really nicely this week between all the different.
It did. It was
Like
probably
variety.
one of the best, I think, playlists we had overall
Yeah.
as a whole, from start
Yeah.
to finish. It
Yeah.
worked. Yeah, I agree. It worked very well.
Yeah. The only way it could be better is if we had one from John. I'm not saying that to shame you. I'm just saying
No,
that
I know.
because I appreciate your music.
I actually
style.
enjoyed when I got myself on time to do the first league. I actually really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
I love stuff that makes me think.
Yeah.
Especially right now, it's I'm kind of forming who I am with this whole political environment.
Yeah, dude, the music
so
it gives you a little reprieve, from the goings on
Yeah.
of the world,
reminds you who you are no matter what.
That's
you know,
that too. Yeah. But yeah, we'll try to troubleshoot that so we can get you in on this too, because it's a great playlist this week, and
Is it favorite band? Or
yeah,
favorite
basically
artist?
like a song to get someone into your favorite band, essentially.
Oh.
So like kind of a like maybe a gateway song to the band,
Okay.
So, yeah, and I honestly I don't know how the number 5 of the Bullet is going to land with everyone because it's it's definitely an earlier Felix Culpa, very very
Really fun question.
post hardcore, lower production, but it's for me one of the goods. One of the goods. One of the
Goods.
It's one of the goods.
It's one of the
You guys know what I'm saying. But yeah. Anything else though? While we're in this section of what you've been watching or listening to.
Oh, that's what we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing.
All right.
You got anything else, John?
Yeah, guys. 30th anniversary of the Goofy movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Watch it. Listen to the songs.
Yeah.
It's really a lot of good commentary about it out right now too. There's actually a documentary that I would like to plug on. It just got released on Disney Plus.
Is that the one
But
just
it's-
about the song?
No, it's about,
about
the
the whole
movie.
thing? Okay.
So the guy, one of the guys that does it, his
Yeah.
uncle was actually like the producer, like director
Oh,
for
shit.
it
Okay.
for
okay.
Disney at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So like he like tells his whole story. They get like a bunch of people that were like in it. You
Yeah.
know, Bill Farmer, James Marsden. Like,
I mean, I do
interviews.
love that movie. Like that was one of my
dude,
go-tos when I was young.
Yeah,
But,
and it's a great movie. A real nostalgic fever.
yeah.
Again, it's really a hot button topic right now too.
What, the Goofy movie?
Well, like it's like a lot of people are just really because it's taking them back, and you know apparently it helped a lot of people with their relationships with their dads.
Oh
which
yeah,
I kind of
absolutely.
understand,
Yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
you
It
know?
was like that was the like peak time of divorced dad movies. And that was like for me, that was one of the like top divorced dad movies
Do you
for
think
sure.
that this will help Eric Trump?
Maybe, I don't know. We should send it. We should tweet it out to him or something. You know?
It might help get those cheeks. It might
Yeah.
fix a lot of things, maybe.
You okay, John?
Remember, guys. Oh, sorry, I still got a little pressure in my ears.
Oh, okay.
Remember, if you just see eye to eye,
Yeah,
you'll find it.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Find
Is that from the
love.
movie?
yeah,
Okay.
So it's one of the best songs in the movie.
Got it.
yeah, yeah. It was good. It was we were thinking of doing the soundtrack, but it was a little short, so we ended up doing this. But we might revisit this
I still
in the
think
future.
we
for,
should add it to music movies tonight
Well, I was thinking
for much later in the future.
maybe, yeah. But I was thinking we could maybe do like a night of just like
Disney-
really
Disney
great Disney
tracks.
originals.
do
I'm down with some.
Do it all across the board too, because there's like songs from TV shows we could do.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you guys want more than anything of us reacting to Disney songs. So let us know in the comments what Disney songs you want
Disney
us
songs
to
through the
react to.
eras.
Maybe I'll finally listen to some of
ages.
those High School Musical tracks.
Oh, there's only one High School Musical track you need to listen to,
Okay.
Brad.
Oh,
We're
s-
all in this together. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Then you gotta do the little clap.
Oh,
Oh shit.
he did the clap.
I did
You
the
guys
clap.
all heard it.
The clap hurled around the world.
Clap heard around the world. But yeah, we'll definitely. We got plenty of time to do all this
Yeah, we
music
got plenty
stuff.
of time.
And maybe one of these weeks we are also thinking of reacting to some music videos. Me and Dave in particular might do a night of Pup music videos. The band Pup PUP. So
Don't
yeah,
miss it.
don't miss it. Every week we're doing this 7:30 on youtube.com/Flyover State Park every week, unless I got some like family shit going on. So yeah. Just a little plug in the middle of the podcast before we get on to Ray Charles, modern sounds in country and western music. So
Say it to me now.
the last couple of weeks we've kind of done our picks. I picked the Blink-182 Judgment Night. Well, Dave was very enthusiastic about, so it was kind of his pick.
It kind of came up like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, we've both kind of had our own.
That
So
was
John,
the quickest
pick
time
one
I've
up.
ever seen you respond.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to a message.
So John, what's your reason for picking this one from the list?
Well,
What's your connection?
I tell you, I've always listened to some of these songs. Obviously, I've always been aware of it since I watched Ray, which is a very good movie, very good biopic. I'm a big
So is that what
sucker
got
for
you-
a good biopic?
Is that what kind of got you into Ray?
Yeah,
a little bit?
because that's kind of how you
Okay.
learn a little bit of the history
Yeah.
of it, or like I did, because
Yeah.
obviously you can and people know,
Yeah.
Like he really he kind of had to fight to get this album done.
Yeah.
'Cause that's not your style, it's not your market, and he wanted to fight that. He didn't want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Didn't want to be boxed in, you know, and
Yeah.
it's really his attempt at I tell you, it's really his attempt at almost colorblind music. Aha,
Yeah, yeah,
pun
and well, I
not
mean,
intended,
that's
you know?
and that was like, especially coming from him, a black musician, that was a very important thing because it was just
Especially as we learn, some of these songs were written by a certain Jimmy Davies.
Yeah.
Jimmy Davis.
Jimmy Davis. Yeah, he's got a real Southern name with Davis,
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is 1962. This is the like mid-ish civil rights movement. It's already been
I
going
mean,
for
it's
quite
kind of
some
in the
time.
thick of it. You know?
Yeah, definitely in the
it's
thick
when
of it.
Things are starting
Yeah.
to pick up momentum too.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had a big hand in that.
Well, and he wasn't necessarily like a leader in the movement or anything, but this, crossing the boundaries between what was considered black and white music was radical in itself.
It's very progressive.
You know what I mean? So it did end up kind of becoming this kind of beacon of what could be or something. You know what I mean?
You know, and it's almost ironic too, because it's like, black or white musicians have been always accused, especially during this time frame, of stealing
Yeah.
music from black musicians.
Right.
And he was almost taking ownership of that by saying, well, I'm going to steal some white musicians' shit, and I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
sing it my way.
I didn't think of it that way, but
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, it is a kind of reversal of that. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
had the power to do that, and he
Yeah.
did it. And he sought
Yeah.
that power, and he did it. Oh, my God, this
Yeah.
album, man.
Well, yeah, this is pretty much Ray Charles at the height of his power in his early career. Like
Height
his
of his music.
his
and
18th
musicianship.
studio album, or 18th album. I don't know if it's studio album, but 18th album. And he was on Atlantic Records, and then instead signed over to was it RCA?
I think it's ABC.
ABC. I think it might be
It's
ABC.
ABC.
We'll double check the Wikipedia, but this is he was able to, because of his influence, he was able to get this made and do it how he wanted, and have creative control, and that's just it's always really good when they allow it to happen, and then it is better than anything that they could have imagined. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
So
The record execs never have that kind of imagination and forward thinking when it comes to music. So it always takes one of these musicians every now and again to be like, hey, why are you guys limiting what we can do? Let's just do it.
You know, it almost took a very forward thinking person too, because when he moved there, he got full rights to do whatever kind of music he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And even then,
Yeah.
he said he wanted to do this, and they tried to push back on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which just shows that was like a very forward thinking person to
Yeah.
give him that
Yeah.
and think, well, this might happen, but he also let's see what happens.
Right. Because you would have to have quote unquote crossover appeal or something, which some of the record execs might not have believed was possible in a kind of
Yeah.
racist way.
And Ray Charles pushed for his dream here, and he nailed it.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
say that he nailed it.
Yeah, I think he did a pretty damn good job. So let's get it to the first track on here. This whole album is, again, an amalgamation of country, R&B, and also kind of a precursor to soul music that would, kind of come after this with Sam Cooke and others in that realm. But yeah, this first track we got for you is Bye Bye Love. So the original, this one,
Kicking it right
everyone's
off.
heard the Everett Brothers, Bye Bye Love. And great way to kick off the album.
The stars above, and that's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me.
Bye bye love. Bye bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness. I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna
Oh my God.
Think
I'm gonna die. This would be, you know what? This would fit in Fallout, I think. I think that's what I was kind of stretching for
This
when you were
would
listening
totally-
to. Like,
just like a
the
scene
think
where
I'm
you're
gonna
going
die
through the
bit.
desert or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
They could totally use this in like, like a commercial for Fallout when you're like, some brutal shit's happening. I think I'm gonna die.
Ah!
Yeah, yeah. Amazon, feel free to take that idea for the next season
For a low price.
for one low price of free,
Something.
I guess. But yeah. The Everett Brothers version, of course, is excellent. Obviously, but like, I love that he's or Everly Brothers, sorry. But I love that he's able to like recreate the like harmonizing of the Everly Brothers with his lead singers or his backup singers. I messed up almost every word in that sentence.
But you recovered.
I recovered.
You got it.
What was the name of his backing singers? They're like a big part of the movie, it seemed. The backing singers. But I don't know how much of the movie is, accurate or.
Well, a lot of his songs had really big parts for the backup singers.
Yeah.
Like he wanted those three girls.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, it's about him and girls. We watched the trailer for Ray, and I was trying to, I haven't seen the movie, so I was trying to, see what the loose biopic was like, and a surprising amount of that trailer is just about him touching girls' wrists
For their weight.
to see if they were. He wanted
Petite or skinny.
Yeah. And it's like, why is the trailer focusing on this so much? It seemed weird.
yeah.
Because
The
my
studio
friend,
at the time.
yeah, my friend had just explained to me that part of it, which he thought was really funny, and then half of the trailer is talking about it. Anyway, yeah. So, what was I
So
going to say?
think I'm gonna die.
I think I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we all know this is a great Everly Brothers hit.
Yeah.
And he really just put a really nice jazz swing on it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And really, I mean, out the gate, it's really good that so there's a lot of slower tracks, almost, Sinatra kind of tracks.
yeah.
And I'm glad that the album both starts and finishes with ones that are a little more upbeat.
Tempo, energy.
Yeah. That's good for an album like this.
Got to get people in,
Well,
Yeah.
you want a range. You want to
Yeah.
kind of cover a lot of different styles, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, that one starts it off really strong, and then we get to You Don't Know Me.
Give your hand to me, and then you say hello, and I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me.
This is the first Eddie Arnold hit, right?
His voice is so smooth. It's crazy that there was even a point in his career where people were like, "Oh, you're too run of the mill," It's crazy that he even had that part of his career
Too
because
average.
he's so not average at this point, Because I mean, he's putting so much feeling into the vocals, in a different way than the originals.
He really
but
puts a lot of richness into it.
yeah, very rich vocals.
He really brings the blues out in these country and western songs.
Mm-hmm.
Which country
Yeah.
and western again kind of originated out of original blues.
That's I think was
and
his
it's-
kind of argument he was
Yeah.
making. Is well, I mean,
these are basically blues songs anyway.
Yeah, they're exactly. Is these are the subject matter is the same. It comes from the same place. Why
I can
not?
find
why not?
my spot in that.
Yeah, why not make a completely new genre out of it? How about that?
Combine them together, and we get
Yeah, we get this soul.
Everybody listening to it.
R&B, country, soul, whatever. Like it's just, this was very different at the time. You know, this is not, you know, those two genres mostly stayed in their lanes.
You know,
so
and you know what I really love about this album so far, like, is he really just like brings those two, like you can't tell a difference. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
These could be, you know, Ray Charles songs. Like I don't.
Oh, right,
nothing
right.
sounds out of place.
yeah. So one of the things
You know?
he did is they went through 250 songs. He asked his label to find like basically kind of the top 250 like country
and
songs that
westerns.
you know as you know liked by people, and he kind of sifted through them, and like I think I read that like the ones that kind of were, you know, I don't know, to their own thing, he would kind of leave alone, and like ones that he thought that he could kind of
Make his own.
are the ones that he picked.
See, that's research.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, dude.
dedication.
Like, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I love that he went and he was like,
He looked
I need
over
you to
all
find
these lists.
250 country songs that we have
I need
rights
to go through them.
Yeah, and then
Give me your best, and
Yeah.
I'll give you my best.
He's like, give me
Yeah,
these lists.
yeah.
I'm gonna read over them.
yeah, total like you know creative control. You love to see it, especially when they know what they're doing.
you love
You know,
love to see it.
You love to see it. Real going full Brian Wilson up in this, you know. And you know, actually similar to Brian Wilson, there were times that he would in the studio just like not have sheet music and just go from like person to person, like you know, humming the part that they need to play that's in his head, you know.
Him.
Yeah. Can you do that? Sure. But yeah, that one is by Eddie Arnold and Cindy Walker. Arnold is a
I knew
50s Nashville country artist.
Ooh, and he loved that.
So
He loved that real, you know, gospel choirish
well,
background.
and I think I read that Nashville was one of the places that kind of also like boomed as a result of this style of music too. So
well, that's kind of what original country kind of is a merging of real blues music with like gospel.
right.
And that's not to say that wasn't kind of a thing anyways, but it's like that's kind of what original country artists kind of did.
Yeah.
You know, when you look back at the original artists that were like part of the Grand Ole Opry, Hank Williams
Yeah.
Senior later as well, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the theme of most of it was. And then of course there's always classic country music about your dog and about you drinking too
Oh,
much.
right. Yeah. That's you can't, you know, you got to have that as well. Did they have that in older country? Like, was it like, was there like old country songs where they sang about their truck and their dog, or was that
mean-
more of a modern phenomenon?
No. I mean, let me tell you. Well, I mean, obviously the truck is kind of more towards
It's
the
more- it's
modernish
more modern,
phenomena.
but
like, I mean, listen, one of the oldest, one of the best country, or one of the best Hank Williams songs is literally a song about him being like going out to the doghouse, you know, like
yeah,
move over, big dog, or move over, little dog, because the big dog's moving in.
okay.
You know,
I think
like,
Hank also
it's
has a
just
song about his
always-
car that
Yeah.
talks about his car
Yeah.
too.
He's
So,
it's always been
okay.
part of the fabric.
Yeah. All right. I like this.
Country music's always been about heartbreak on both sides,
Yeah.
especially men being like dogs.
Well, yeah, men being like dogs, and then the girls going into the town at night, and he doesn't know if he could trust her and all that.
Hey, listen, men are dogs,
which I
too,
think-
you know, they
I
deserve
think
to
this
be put in the
next song
doghouse.
might be about that, actually. Hold on. This next song we got for you is Half as Much.
I could never be this blue. Well, if you only love me half as much as I love you,
that big band.
Oh yeah, yeah. Very. What's that? The big band guy, the most popular big band.
Count
guy.
Basie.
No, not Count Basie. I forget. But that was a Hank Williams track, written by Curly Williams. That one, who is one of, I'm assuming. Oh yeah. I think that's Hank Williams' brother. I want to say.
Good.
But yeah, I like the idea of the song. You know, the if you only loved me half as much as I loved you, or I love you, which like, you know, shows the, you know, the imbalance in the relationship and how he like is head over heels, but she like, you know, is
Whatever.
giving him the cold shoulder or something. You know.
Whatevs.
Yeah. It's a perfect blues like content for the lyrics. You know what I mean? And he sings it great. The groove for this one, I wrote, "This groove is falling off the bone. It's so loose." That's how I felt when I listened to this track. I was just like, "Doom,
It's so smoked.
doom, 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 doom." Like just
18
I wanna be in this
hours
club,
smoke
dude.
falling off the bone.
right.
smoke falling off the bone, dude. I wanna
Low and slow.
be in this club.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This whole album. though.
Sweet and sassy sauce.
Sweet and sassy sauce. I want this music rubbed
And-
around
and,
in
and it's
sauce.
so crazy even with the clip you picked, because it starts off with
club
almost
sauce.
a country just like do 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 do, and then it just rolls right into that big band. So smooth.
Yeah, it's true. It's
so
true.
smooth.
Like the tempo is like slower, but it's got like life to it. It's not, you know, it's yeah, I don't know. Like that's I guess the magic of big band is like often it is a slower tempo, but it's like bombastic and stuff, you know.
Super bombastic.
Yeah, man. Groove, very different. Love it. Like, and yeah, like taking Hank Williams and making him this groovy is just really, really great, you know, because Hank Williams is already just, you know, a lot of fun.
Just the range is so
Yeah.
great with this. Like the whole thing. It's not. There is no true imitation, and there is no mockery whatsoever in any of these songs.
Right,
And
right.
sometimes you get that when
Yeah.
you get like even a good one, even
Yeah.
a good kind of like cover.
Yeah.
You know, like album or like cover like a band
Yeah.
trying to do a
Yeah.
style or like. It's just this is just so
You know, this
so
is
pure.
It's kind of like the Johnny Cash album where he covered all those bands in the
Yeah.
90s. Where like
You almost feel like he was
everyone
trying to do this.
Everyone just thinks that those are Johnny Cash songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people think that "Hurt" is a Johnny Cash song. I'm not gonna say everyone.
I
but-
thought "Hurt" was a Johnny Cash
Yeah.
song. It is or
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah, yeah.
According
Over
to
here.
Trent Reznor, it is his now.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's true.
I
That's true.
think
He did
he
give
even
it
said
to
the damn thing.
Johnny Cash. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is one of those albums where it's like, yes, you have some of these songs are now yours, Ray Charles. But yeah, this next track we got for you, I actually have a bit of the original song as well. So we have a few clips that I went back and grabbed the original track. So this is first. I'll play the Ray Charles clip.
Oh, you
and
should have
then-
mixed it up and asked us to identify.
Well, I mean, it's
Okay,
it's
it
pretty
will be
obvious.
different
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
okay.
way so
Fair enough,
different.
fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. So this is going to be the Ray Charles version of "I Love You So Much It Hurts," and going into his piano solo.
I love you so much. Oh, it hurts me. It hurts me so.
Okay. Not piano solo.
Piano outro.
No, it's a different track that's got. There's a different track that's got a piano solo, and then I have the accordion version on the original. But this track was, this original track was by Floyd Tillman, who is a big in the 30s and 40s, and helped create Western swing and honky tonk. So yeah, so
honky tonkin'.
he's honky tonkin', dude. So the Ray Charles version sounds kind of Nat King Cole-y, you know?
Yeah.
He's a big Nat King Cole guy. And then here is the Floyd Tillman version.
I want to hold you, my dear, forever and ever. I love you so much, it hurts me so.
Yeah. So it's I think the main difference is like that Floyd Tillman, he's got the I love you so much. Like he's got like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he's got like kind of a weird thing he does where he changes the note in the middle of the note. Yeah. So I do think that like Ray Charles does that kind of vocal thing in like different tracks, but not necessarily this track.
I mean, yeah, he definitely just smoothed it out a bit more.
Yeah. But there are a few times he does that kind of swinging thing with his vocals. But yeah, you know, another sad song. Love you so much. It hurts, you know.
Classic country right there.
And you can hear, and of course, in the Floyd Tillman version, you definitely hear the sorrow a little more, you know, because he's I don't know, maybe it's just the production style. It sounds like he's in a worse situation. Maybe, I don't know.
Probably.
Country always tries to make it sound like it's in a worse situation.
Yeah, like he's in an alley or on a stoop or something, you know. Yeah. I love you so much, it hurts. And then we get to the next track here this is originally by Eddie Arnold and Zeke Clements. And here is Just a Little Lovin' Will Go a Long Way.
'Cause just a little loving, baby, will go a long way. Ever since time began, love has ruled the world. Even Adam set the pace and started in a whirl.
Hell yeah.
There's so much fast-paced jazz here. You know?
Yeah, this one's really like, you know, makes you want to snap your fingers.
Oh man, this is beyond. This is like that and toe
It's
tapping.
a real
right?
snappy beat.
Toe tapping,
Just-
finger snapping, jive tracking, mac-a-lacking.
something like that.
Yeah.
Hacking.
Uh-huh.
Just even.
I'm just like
go-
Ray Charles.
just
What?
Holding like your glass, your beer bottle, just kind of like clanking along, just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, you're like doing the bass on your
Yeah.
your can. I really like the lyrics on this one too. This one's got you know, the part that we just had here. Why don't you put your arms around me? I'll be your slave. Well, just a little loving little girl will go a long way. I don't love the little girl in all these old songs, but what are you gonna do? And what was it? I'm trying to find the Adam part that was in the clip we just played. But yeah, you know, it evokes the Adam and Eve kind of stuff, you know, just pure, you know, blissful kind of love type stuff. It's probably the, you know, closest it's come to like a, you know, pure like love kind of song, whereas the other ones were, you know, bluesy, kind of like things aren't working well, heartbreaking kind of stuff. This is like, you know, things are okay, but like they could be better if you just give me a little more loving or something, dude.
Exactly.
A little loving to go a long way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like the band, the Lovin' Spoonful. You just need a spoonful of loving.
Just a spoonful, you know. But yeah, this one I love the big bandness. Another Nashville artist here. This one's more of a ballad, and the original is very twangy, more of a story kind of song. So This one's very different than the original, in my opinion. I don't have an example, of course, but it's not one of the ones I chose. But yeah, we for the next one we got for you though, we have a little track by Ted Daffin, I think is his name, and we're getting right back into the blues.
To Daffin and the Furious Four.
Born to Lose.
That you are not there. You've grown tired, and now you say we're through. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you.
Yeah. Real kind of Sinatra and the Wee Small Hours kind of sentiment, you know.
I gotta say too, just like a lot of these, just could sound like '50s country.
Well, yeah, this one especially,
You know,
I did write in
like,
my notes like
and
this
I mean,
one.
this one in
sounds
particular.
more country.
You know,
than
well,
some of the others.
it's not every country, but like it really captures that heartbroken country sound.
It's modern country.
It was for the time.
Yeah,
was at
modern
the time.
country doesn't sound this good though.
Yeah, man.
Does it have that swing?
It. I don't know.
It ain't got that ring for sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it has a swing.
It ain't got the thing,
It got the thing.
because it ain't got that swing.
But yeah, this one for me it was the most country sounding because it's got kind of that slow horse trot kind of rhythm to it. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is a fun one. This is a really what's the lyrics
the
here?
word?
What's the words?
It's the,
The
words,
lyrics.
the bird.
Oh yeah, I can't find it, but I do want to mention one of these genius notes. I can't remember what track it was on, but someone made a like unhinged genius response to one of the lines that said like, you know, like let's see, or I can see this, or something. You know, it had "see" in it, and the response was like, false. It's a lie. He can't see. He's Ray Charles. And I'm like, dude, calm down. This is just genius, like, you know, comments on the lyrics, dude. Just coming after Ray.
Turned into a Facebook comment thread.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't expecting it in the genius notes. I wasn't expecting that kind of like trolling. You know,
The boy thought he was a genius.
thought he was a genius. Oh yeah, I mean,
He was more of a joke.
genius is kind of Ray's namesake. You know, he was called genius by many. Except for himself, he didn't say that. He said that Einstein was a genius, and this other artist that he was obsessed with was a genius as well, but he wasn't. He claimed.
I want to try to find more, but a while back, I remember finding it on vinyl the Genius Ray Charles and picking that one up. It's so good.
Yeah. There's I think 2 or 3 albums with Genius in the title. The Genius Returns. I don't think that's one of them. But yeah, for this next track we got for you guys, we'll listen to this track and the old version of the track, and then we'll take a quick break. Here is Worried Mind.
For all that I've got is a worried mind.
They call that anxiety. It's a worried mind.
Yeah, dude.
Do, 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 do.
I mean, anxiety.
But yeah, that one, that's the one, the piano solo I was trying to reference earlier.
Commenting here.
But yeah, that has Ted Daffin. That's the original tracks by Ted Daffin and segregation defender Jimmy Davis.
Segregation defender.
Jimmy Davis.
Not confused with Garfield artist Jim Davis, right?
Yeah. Well, I
Correct.
mean,
Correct.
who knows? Who knows? I don't know what he did after this. You know, it might have restructured his career as a
After the
cartoonist.
Jim
politician?
Davis did, I guess. I don't know.
it's possible.
He's a jack of all trades.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to
Done.
get too into this, but yeah, Ray Charles was a guy that was kind of like he'll play for the money. He didn't play in front of like segregated crowds or anything. Like he wouldn't play in front of segregation crowds necessarily, but like he
took a
played
paycheck.
for. He took a paycheck. He played for Reagan's inauguration. He played in like apartheid South Africa when it was a bad time. But again, separate art from the artists. This is not what this is about. But I just thought one of the things you do find out about Jimmy Davis when you're on the wiki page is like, oh, he was against desegregation. Okay, let's move on. And
that note, click.
On that note, but yeah, so this is the original version though that has Ted Daffin's Texans, which includes Jimmy Davis.
But all you gave was the worried mind.
I love that he did a piano solo, like as homage to the
original.
I don't know what is it, fucking
Accordion?
Yeah.
solo. Yeah, it was an
Squeeze
accordion
box?
Yeah. Because the version you see of this on YouTube is live, so you see the guy doing it, or at least I think this was live. Anyway, but yeah, I love a good accordion in any track, and yeah, I think that they did a really like good, 1-to-1 of that. Not 1-to-1 necessarily. He did a different solo, but one of the things I read that he did was he looked at specific, not only the specific songs, but he would find specific like licks and specific ways that they would play specific notes in some of those songs, and pass those notes along to his musicians in the studio. So like he had such a big like vision for this album and knew like where all the pieces fit. He just needed to they just needed to let him cook. They just need to let him cook, and he cooked, and we got this. So anyway, we will be right back, you guys. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have tracks 8 through 12, and then we're going to rank it. We'll see you guys on... Oh, wait, hold on. Where's the button? Hold on, guys. I can't get out of here. Oh, I can't get out.
We're stuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God!
Welcome back to the Album Concept Hour. We're just jamming on a little bit of disc 2 of modern sounds and country and western music. And it's good stuff. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll do that more often. Play some music on the way.
A little intro.
A little intro to the
Welcome you back.
second half. And a little sneak peek at when we eventually do Volume 2, because Volume 2 is looking sick, so I think we might have to do that at some point. But what we got for you now is tracks 8 through 12 of Volume 1 of Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. And we have a beautiful track by the name of It Makes No Difference Now. And it was originally by our friends Floyd Tillman and Jimmy Davis.
It was just a year ago when first I met you, and I learned to love you, and I thought you loved me too. But that's all.
Tickling them ivories. Yeah, that one's got some swing to it.
Flurry of fingertips.
Yeah. Also, you should know that segregation defender Jimmy Davis was also the person that wrote "You Are My Sunshine."
He had a soft
Only
spot.
sunshine.
Yeah,
There is a soft spot. Certain people.
and I like he's doing a little bit of that Western swing in his vocals that we were talking a little bit about earlier. That Floyd Tillman was really known for. So yeah, he's really bringing the Floyd in this one. Floyd Tillman, that is.
Yes.
Yeah. What was that? Wasn't there like a radio show like bringing in the Floyd, like on the rock station?
Well, there used to be 101.5.
It was like an hour of Floyd or something.
Yeah,
right?
they used to do.
What was that called?
It was 420 Floyd,
420 Floyd.
and they used
Yes.
to do that for like it was every 420.
Yeah.
They would do a Floyd song.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
actually stopped doing it a couple years ago
Oh, really?
because it prevented them, because otherwise they would do a random rock rotation of songs,
Oh.
and that prevented, like, they had to stop, like, and think, because every 420 they would do a Floyd song, so you couldn't do accidentally.
So they
two
were
Floyd to, like,
They're essentially automating the radio station.
and it was becoming a nuisance, I guess. So they stopped doing it. Now it's
no one even tunes in for 420 Floyd
Yeah,
anymore.
That's kind of like a bummer, man.
That does sound like a bummer, actually.
random
That was a-
Wisconsin moment.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
night
That's
for you
like a
guys.
local establishment.
Yes,
420
yes,
Floyd.
it was.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
I remember 420 Floyd.
Yeah.
We used to listen to that all the time in high school.
What if one day it was 420 Floyd Tillman? What if Floyd Tillman started playing?
We loved 420 Floyd on 420. We used to, if that was on a Saturday,
Yeah.
we would try and always be, me, Trevor, and like Gordo would always try and be together, like, and smoke.
Oh, okay. You guys were
420
actually like
Floyd.
practicing the
Yes.
420 Floyd.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Easter,
Yeah.
it's on 420 this year.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just
get some of that Easter grass.
Yeah, you're gonna get,
what
you're
we
gonna get
talking
high in the sky.
just a little high.
Just a little high.
Anyways.
Can't afford eggs. We'll find something else to smoke.
Oh my God, this is gonna be the most expensive Easter in
Sounds
a
weird
while.
smoking the eggs.
Let's be those plastic eggs,
We
anyways.
turn it into scrambled
Yeah,
eggs,
yeah.
motherfucker. Oh,
All right, well, this next track we got for you guys is another Hank Williams joint.
oh.
That's the person that he covers the most in this album. 3 Hank
Even in
Williams
the
tracks.
next album, there's like 1 or 2
And-
in the next one. in
Yeah.
the Volume 2.
Yeah, man.
We may or may not do in these.
Volume
one of the
2,
greats.
even more Hank.
More Hank. Here is You Win Again.
Love you still. Well, you win
just love
God,
those vocals.
that ending is. I mean, he's got a lot of good endings on the album. You know, with those, big vocals, and this is, I think, my favorite of those.
This sounds like an argument that went awry. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You win again, I'm done.
Well, yeah, and
Just
this
walking
is
out the door to like the choir.
well, yeah. The story for this one is
But
one of
it's
the
a sad fuck it, It's like
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna walk out the door.
the you win again is like this is one of the songs that I mentioned earlier, where it's like, oh, my girl's going all around the town, and I'm mad about it, and he lets it slide in this song is what he's saying, essentially. It's like, you're difficult to be in love with, but I'm gonna let it slide.
I still love you,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah. I'm probably also cheating, but I'm not gonna mention that in this track.
That'd be a hidden track.
That's the hidden track, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But no,
the
I mean
old
it is
sexism.
like a standard of both men and women in the genre, the cheating lover and the whole conundrum of that.
Hey, listen. It just. It used
Well,
to be a different
it's about
thing.
imperfect relationships and shit. You know what I mean?
and
That's the whole
and
like
there used to be
deal.
a lot.
Yeah.
There's always been cheating. There always will be
cheating
cheating. There used to be a
hard.
lot of more cheating, because it was just
The way it was.
you chose
Well,
your wife
yeah,
at
I
a
mean,
very young age. You
was
you
gonna say,
didn't
if you-
know each other.
If you really,
People change when they get 24 versus like 20.
yeah, I mean, if you do really want to get into the weeds of it, like
We're not going to get into the weeds.
a
of it,
good
but that is-
I'm
chunk-
stuck here in the weeds.
a good chunk of the human population was made from infidelity. Like
No.
the science says that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Like before we had like DNA
Bastards are
testing and
bastards.
stuff. Like it just is
Making
it happens
people
sometimes.
choose their. That's the problem. Like, people can choose who they want to love too, but like when people automatically
Some
choose
people-
who you love at 16,
some people
you
just gotta-
change when you're 24. Like,
Yeah. And you know what? Some people
I
just
don't
gotta
know.
get their freak on.
People,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Some people just sex
They,
addicts.
they get to an older age and they realize, you know what? I haven't got my freak on yet. I should probably start now. And then they get their freak on.
I'm 19,
one of
it's
those
time to do
things.
Yeah.
Marrying young
Dave?
is.
Since it's
marrying
19,
young
it's
is
time to
just as
do it.
tough as
It's
marrying
19. It's
old,
time to
you
get my
know?
freak on.
I gotta leave
And
my husband.
Ray Charles knew all about getting his freak on. He was a real ladies'
Ray
man.
Charles, real.
You know what I
He
mean?
loved the ladies.
Although he was also
And he just loved feeling the whole situation up,
I do think it is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being what's the word? Ableist, but I
Or
do think
rableist.
We
I
are
do
men.
think it is weird that
We are
like
men here.
Ray being a blind dude would still judge women on their size. It's like, dude, you can't even like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being ableist, but
listen. Being ableist myself here, that's a man trying to sell himself. He still knows
Do you know what
what
ableist
to
means?
do. Yeah, you're enabling somebody, right?
well, okay, no. To be ableist would be like like disabled community.
Oh,
Ableist, like you're how do I explain this?
You
This is
want
kind
the
of
able
it's kind of a
people to-
newer term, ableist. I'll
You
explain.
want the unenabled to be
No.
able-
Being ableist is like being like racist, but towards like disability folk or something. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, so I'm like, I might be being
Oh.
ableist by saying like a blind
Okay.
person isn't allowed to
Okay.
like, fat shame.
Right.
Blind people are allowed to fat
Right.
shame too. I'm not
Right.
ableist, so
That's okay.
yeah.
I actually understand what you're saying now.
You were like,
I did
yeah,
not-
no, I'm ableist. I love like people.
No, I
just
did not. I did not understand what you were saying.
Yeah. That's why I was like making.
Wow.
That's why I was like clarifying. I was like, I just want to make sure that.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
what were we talking about though?
I don't know, I was going to say even Shallow Hal was shallow, so
Shallow Hal too. Yeah, that's true. It was right in his name.
it was in the writing on the wall.
Yeah. He had to have some kind of weird spell in order to. There's been a lot of fat shaming through the ages. Let's just say that.
Dude, I don't
And
stand
it's coming
for it.
back. It's
I
coming
don't
back
stand
strong.
for it at work.
It's
I don't
you
let
know
none
what?
of them do it.
We're in Wisconsin, dude. Like, you need some layers. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway,
Hey, listen, just because we're fat doesn't mean we're not willing to do shit. That's what I
and
always
with that,
say.
and with that, we have.
Fuck you.
I think this next
I
track.
always say that shit at work.
No. This next track really, I think, follows with what you were just saying. This is "Careless Love."
Well, if I could moan,
Mm.
if I could moan like a moaning dove, you know I'd moan for everyone in love.
Oh yeah, you know why he's moaning. You know why he's moaning.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey!
So this one is a traditional track. This is one of the few that doesn't have like a author
This
that
is
it's
just,
given to. Like there's like a guy that like published it first or whatever, but it's an
Well, you
older
know,
song.
I always say that's one of the real nice things about like early capitalism, like through like the ages.
early capitalism.
Is that like whenever something kind of started to spark, you could always draw upon years and years and years and years of stories and tunes and things that weren't part of
Yeah.
what your capitalism was. You know, you didn't have to pay
The
for
music
it, you know, but
lexicon.
you still kind of got to draw from it and learn. And a lot of people were classically trained too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, but like now it's getting really hard because everything's been bounced around so many times.
Well, yeah. It's
But-
like it's definitely harder and harder to innovate, but creative people always find a new way to innovate. You know what I mean? Like it's just the CEOs and stuff that like can't fathom the new thing that's
This
coming.
sounds weird.
Yeah, this is I've never heard something like this, so
You
I
want
don't
to
know
do what?
I don't know what box to put it in. You know.
How do we sell it?
This one, I think, this track in particular, I think, really is the most Ray Charles because of the fact that it's a standard, and it really has the soul that he the soul and gospel elements that he
yeah.
brings to his music,
It
It's
just
got
makes
that
it his.
really just
Yeah.
nice like jazz,
and still kind of bluesy,
like
still kind of
blues
bluesy
in the background. You know.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah. And then moan like a dove. I don't know. Do doves moan? I don't know.
I know that sounds like
I
when
know
they cry.
doves cry.
Doves cry.
Oh.
Yeah. Prince, according to Prince, doves cry. But I never heard them moan before. Anyway, we know what the moaning means, Ray. We know what you're saying. But
You're
this next
sad.
track. This next track we got for you is I Can't Stop Loving You, and it was the kind of sleeper hit for the album. He put the music arrangement person put this like late in the album, and it's like one of the only things that Ray thought that should have been maybe pushed more up to the front. But here is I Can't Stop Loving You.
They say that time heals a broken heart, but time has stood still since we've been apart.
I can't stop loving you.
I was gonna try to hit a higher note, and then I stopped. Oh, you got it. You got the higher note.
Ugh.
My falsetto
Oh,
is
that is a
busted right now.
That is a great classic country.
Yeah.
Country and western song.
Definitely. And I do have the Don Gibson version of it too, the same section of the song.
Yeah.
And Don Gibson was known as the sad poet of country.
Yes.
They say that time heals a broken heart, but time has stood still since we've been apart.
I can't stop loving you. Even though you're gone.
That one, one thing I did notice, like even before I saw the fact that Jimmy Davis wrote "You Are My Sunshine," a lot of these tracks I was thinking of that "You Are My Sunshine." You know what I mean? Like they have that, like I don't know. It's the structure of the song, like and how they go
It's
from
a classic
like
country rhythm and blues.
Yeah,
structure.
yeah. I don't have enough like knowledge of the music to put my finger on what exactly that is, but like this song sounds a little bit like "You Are My Sunshine," and then we did hear a little bit of "You Are My Sunshine" from disc 2. It sounds nothing like the original "You Are My Sunshine." So he does a completely different take on it.
He took it and ran a different direction.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Don Gibson. Really,
Really classic country
buttery smooth vocals,
Like butter.
like butter.
like a big stick of butter.
Yeah, that's good because that's the thing. That's like I think important part of. I mean, so there's obviously the material for both rhythm and blues and country where they're singing about sad stuff. They're singing about failed relationships maybe or difficult, relationships. But one other thing that draws those two together is the singing and the emotion that comes through in the singing and like the crooning or whatever,
Dude, as a fan of classic country western music, and as a fan of Ray Charles in general, none of these songs sound out of place.
Mm-hmm.
It's so every song could be a banger, or a classic something,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And it ended up kind of just becoming a new genre, almost just.
You can tell he spent a lot of time on this.
like some people, I don't know. You can almost see this as like the origin of like a pop type thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
absolutely,
because that's the sentiment, the kind of sentiment that's being brought to it.
One of the seeds. We call it the seeds, Brad.
Yeah. One of those things that's like,
1962, man.
I don't care about what the categories are. I just want to make something that sounds great that a lot of people are going to love.
Got some rhythm and blues.
We're going to get your rhythm and blues. We're going to get your country. We're going to get your
Everything's
soul.
the same, and no one just wants to admit it anymore because it's all so. It's still individual, and I get that. It's still what it is.
Yeah.
But everything's been so mixed in the last 50 years. We should just admit that it's all mixed, but we all still want to stand on these.
Yeah.
Life's tough.
Stand on the shoulders of giants.
Just here making some techno western.
Techno westerns.
I mean,
yeah.
Who cares? Let's see if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Let's throw shit out there on the wall, see if it sticks.
Hey, now
come on, guys.
Not in this bar, sir.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ray Charles metal remix. It's gonna be good.
I thought it was Ray Goes Punk.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Punk goes Ray Charles.
Yep.
Yeah. We were talking about how this would be like really great, like remixed into a modern ear. Anyway, here's this last track we got for you guys is another one of the more popular tracks. Hey Good Lookin', originally by Hank Williams.
So if you wanna have fun, come along with me. So hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? How's about cooking something up with me?
That's a wrap, Charles.
Yeah, right, dude. The album closes so strong, dude. It's so bombastic. Yeah.
Again, on a Hank Williams Sr. song.
Good looking.
A classic Hank Williams Sr. song, by the way.
Yeah. That's one of the big ones for him. Yeah.
And as you were saying, ending on a high note.
Yeah, yeah.
While you're trying to be like very, very mid-range.
He hit a very high note.
You know.
Yeah,
He hit
yeah.
on a very high note.
Yeah, the trumpet player, I'm sure, was thinking that too. Yeah, yeah,
On that high energy.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just really fun note to end it on. I forgot to mention this at any point. It doesn't really fit anywhere, this observation, but so in 2004, Ray came out, right?
Yep.
The movie Ray.
Yeah.
They got they got awards and stuff. Ray died before the award ceremony, right? The following year, we had Walk the Line, which is like a very similar, like life. You know what I mean? Like they
A
both see
musician.
their brothers die early on, have tragic backstories, go through some shit, and then create like some of the best stuff. And like next year, the same thing. 2005, that biopic comes out. He dies before the award ceremony, and yeah, they get a lot of awards or whatever for the movie.
Of
But
course.
anyway, I just thought that was. I remember thinking that was strange when I was a kid. Like, is Hollywood like doing biopics and then killing the people they're about?
Well, we got the Dewey Cox Walk Hard, and we never lost any artists that way.
That's true. That's true. We didn't lose
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Yeah. But yeah, seeing scenes from the Ray movie though I've never seen Ray. I've never seen Walk the Line. I know I should. But
Just saying, man, they're both great biopics.
But like having seen some of the scenes from Ray now, I'm getting some of the more of the jokes. Like there's the part where Warwick Davis gives Ray his first joint or whatever, and it's just like in Walk Hard when he's getting his first.
You don't want none of
taste
this,
weed.
Dewey.
Yeah.
You don't want none of this.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, tangent. But yeah, this is a solid fucking album.
This has been
it got
a
so
great
popular that 6 months later they had to come out with another
I'm
album.
pretty sure it was
in this- in
nominated
this-
for Album of the Year that year. I don't think it won, but
I
I'm pretty sure
don't
it was
doubt
nominated.
it. I don't doubt it. But yeah, we they nominated it, but we gotta do our own judging on this.
Gotta do our
album,
own
You know what I
ranking.
mean? So it's going into the ranks.
Dave, what do you think, bro?
Like where I would stick it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
John's posing the question to you first.
He
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Can we get our list up on the?
Let me see if I can pull it up quick.
Okay. So, the concept is modern country western, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
and it's a
Fusion-
little bit of the
fusion
struggle.
of genres.
You know, too.
And
like,
I think he sticks the landing pretty solid.
yeah.
I think this is
Yeah.
if not the S tier, but I'd say it's a pretty good mid A tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was actually gonna ask you next. Like, do you think it really hit its goal? Because you know what I mean. Like he called it future, like modern country and western sounds. Now that can also be seen as you're trying to do a set of modern and what could be a set of modern country and western sounds.
Well,
but for different sounds.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think
You know,
that
like that's you. Like, do you think it hit that kind of goal? Just as like a straight question, because I kind of think he did.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm
I think.
not even sure if he
Well, I
was
think, like-
intentionally going for that, but I think that's what he kind of did.
Well, yeah, I
in my
mean,
opinion.
the album's almost like a mission statement, you
Right.
know? Like, it's almost like, hey, I'm about to show you modern sounds of country and western music.
What could be?
You know, like,
Almost,
I'm going
you
to
know,
show you
I'm-
what is possible.
I'm gonna take what's
Yeah.
been.
I think it,
and
I think
I'm digging that farther into this hole.
I'm definitely feeling A tier, just not S tier, just because it's
Yeah.
not, you know.
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah, somewhere around in the A's, maybe around.
Maybe mid A.
Oh wait, you want to
Mid-A?
put it near Dust Bowl ballads? I feel like
Yeah!
oh dude, between Dust
Yeah,
Bowl
yeah.
ballads and Sinatra,
Oh,
dude, check
they're-
that out. Check
They'll
that
be
out.
friends.
Oh, these are all friends.
They can-
These are all good buddies. Hold on, I'm gonna show.
They can talk when they're next
I'm gonna show
to each
people
other.
on the screen. Yeah, these you won't be able to see when I go past it. Where they're good buddies. Disco ballads and all that. They're good buddies. And yeah, I think that's a good ranking. Yeah. So we got 4 for Ray Charles, modern sounds in country and western music. I think that if Judgment Night had been more influential on the music around it, it might have gotten a similar score.
Right.
But I just wanted to mention though I don't think we mentioned on the podcast yet though. Judgment Night, rap, rock. This week we got country R&B or R&B and country. Yeah. So like weirdly similar themes in a weird way. But yeah, anyway, that's our rankings though this time, guys. We appreciate you guys joining us. As always, check out what all we got going on at Flyover State Park or youtube.com/Flyover State Park. We're working on another Music Movies tonight. And I'm really excited to put that out there for you. It's been a while since we put one out, but we're finally used to the live stream stuff, and my job allows me time to edit. So I'm gonna edit when I'm working. So love you guys. We'll see you guys next time.